Okay, IPFS in web browsers. What are we talking about here? We want to create an IPFS implementation that will pave the path for the dweb to land in the web platform. Sounds easy, right? No, it's not easy. Why is it not easy? Well, browsers have been built to work with the decentralized web since, well, forever. So there's all sorts of challenges with trying to get a browser to talk to another browser without talking to a server. And we've doubly made it difficult for ourselves by trying to build a full and complete implementation of the IPFS stack in JavaScript, like that. Number one, we want feature parity. So we're not just talking about an API client or a cut down light version of the IPFS stack. It's a full implementation of the IPFS protocol. So for instance, everything that you could currently do in the implementation of IPFS built in Go, you should be able to do exactly the same with the JS implementation. So secondly, Interop. They should be able to talk to each other seamlessly. So it shouldn't matter that it's built with JS or Go or PHP or whatever. They should all just work together, be able to talk to each other and exchange files and everything. And we want that in the browser. So we're talking desktop browsers, we're talking mobile browsers, and also Electron. So this is the mountain we're climbing. This guy looks pretty happy. I'm pretty happy too. I think the whole team is pretty happy because it feels like we're almost at the top. We're almost there. And I know that because I can see amazing dweb apps that are starting to appear that are using JS IPFS directly in the browser and are doing it really well. So here are a few of them. Pipad. So this one is awesome kind of collaborative, distributed document editing just directly in the browser. Super rad. We've got one called Parati, which is video streaming and curation. It's built on IPFS and Ethereum. File Nation. Oh, hey, there we go. Yes, forgot about that slide. File Nation is a decentralized read transfer, which is also super rad. And finally, the dweb archives, like the Internet Archive, all of it on IPFS, completely decentralized. Amazing. If you want to see more, then check out awesome.ipfs.io. It's got all sorts of cool things that are made with IPFS. Cool. Don't let your mind explode just yet. Community. What's even more super rad is that we've got a really vibrant community. We've got lots of contributors, so many pull requests. It's great. And here, these are just some of them. The JS core team have a weekly call where you can come and see our blurry faces talk to each other. The web browsers and GUI working group have an IRC catch up. Everyone is welcome to those. If you'd like to demo something or come and say hi or just listen, then we'd love to have you there. That'd be rad. So, next thing, what if IPFS was actually in the browser? So I've been talking mostly about an implementation of IPFS that runs in the browser. What if it were actually a native part of your web browser that you use every day? What if you could take an IPFS hash and put it in your address bar and get back the content? Is that the dream? I think that's the dream. I think that would be rad. So what have we been doing? Brave browser. We've made some progress there. We were talking to the Brave browser people about a native integration, and we realized that the easiest way for us to do that would be to leverage the power of browser plugins. So there's this browser plugin that had newly been kind of come into existence that we looked at and thought, wow, this is doing a lot of the stuff we already want to do. Maybe we can use that to bring the power of IPFS to Brave, and so we did. We started working with it and adding the bit, like extending it, making it better. And eventually we got to a stage where we had Brave serving content directly from a locally running IPFS via the companion plugin. So this is super rad. So we can see in the screenshot here, we've just got an IPFS hash in the address bar, and we streamed out that image from our locally running IPFS, which is super rad. So then more recent and exciting thing is that there's a new library called LibDweb, which might make it into some future version of Firefox, which will also allow us to do the same thing in Firefox. And I can't talk too much about this because the next talk is going to tell you a little bit more about this, but just go and have a look at that and put a star on it and check it out. Cool, that's me. Thank you. Bye.